Welcome to this session of Taking a Break with Cal Africa. In this session we're going to be talking about reduced pressure zone backflow preventers. Before we actually start talking about the product itself, let me paint you a scenario. You are very conscientious about looking after the quality of your water and that no pollutants get into it. But everybody around you may not be like you, and they could allow contaminants to get into their water. But what are viewed as contaminants? Possibly a rainwater harvesting or borehole, grey water harvesting. There could be a car wash in your area, or a clinic or hospital. As soon as any water has changed color, taste or temperature, it is viewed as polluted or contaminated. So how do we then prevent this from happening? Well, that's where this RPZ valve comes in. The reduced pressure zone backflow preventer prevents any water from your installation or any other installation from flowing back into the municipal supply. How does it do this? First of all, when you get the valve, all your check valves are in the closed position. As the water comes in from the municipal side, your first non-return valve is fairly spring-loaded, and it forces the water to rather put pressure on this diaphragm, which then closes the second section, which up until this time is open to atmosphere. As soon as it now closes this middle chamber, it allows the water to flow through and to fill up, and then to flow through again further to your installation. This is normal operating working situation. As soon as the municipal supply fails, there is no more pressure on the top of the diaphragm, which is holding that chamber in the closed position, and any water that has been held in there will then discharge to the atmosphere. The amount of water depends on the size of the valve, but it could be anything from 200 milliliters to a liter or two. Any water trying to come back from your side, which is now a higher pressure than the other section, which is lost pressure, will be stopped by that check valve. But what if that check valve malfunctions? Well, that is why the middle section is now open to the atmosphere, and any water that goes past that check valve then gets discharged to atmosphere, where you can see it and realize the problem rather than letting it flow back into the municipal line. As we mentioned previously, all RPZ valves by law have to be installed with 2 isolating valves and a strainer, and this is to prevent any dirt from getting in, little bits of suspended solids, grasses, grit, anything that comes in with a municipal line. And also, if you want to maintain it for any reason, if you need to take it out for maintenance purposes, you can do so by the use of isolating the water supply from both sides with your check valves. What is nice also about your RPZ valve is that it comes with a full range of spares. You can replace any wearable part inside the valve at any stage. They can be purchased individually or all together. By law, you have to once a year maintain this valve. You've got to have it serviced, and the service has to be record kept of it by whoever does it. Your qualified plumber must make a note in your register that they've done it, when they did it, and what was done. Also, once every 5 years, the valve needs to be replaced or overhauled, where you're now going to need all these parts. If you have any further questions on this topic, please feel free to contact us on our email address, technical@calafrica.co.za, or you can phone us on 011 795 1519, and one of our product specialists will help you in this matter.